Have you ever wondered what it's like to live far away from the hustle and bustle of city life, where the closest neighbor is probably a curious squirrel or a wandering deer? Imagine waking up to the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves and the gentle lapping of waves against the shore. No honking horns, no morning rush hour, just you and the great expanse of nature. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, for some people this is their everyday reality. Welcome to a world where homes are not just structures but sanctuaries nestled in the heart of the wilderness. These homes are not your typical suburban estates or city apartments. They are unique, awe-inspiring, and most importantly, remote. They are located in some of the least populated corners of the globe, from the breathtaking Faroe Islands to the vast expanse of the Sahara, from the rugged Scottish Highlands to the tiny islet of Nicktargar in Brittany. These homes offer more than just a roof over your head. They offer solitude, serenity, and a connection with nature that's hard to find in our modern, fast-paced world. It's not just about living off the grid, it's about experiencing a different way of life, where time slows down and the simple pleasures of life take center stage. Living in such remote homes is not for everyone, of course. It requires resilience, resourcefulness, and a deep love for solitude. But for those who dare to venture off the beaten path, the rewards are immense: stunning natural surroundings, an unmatched sense of peace, and perhaps a new perspective on what it means to truly live. So if you've packed your bags already, let's embark on this virtual journey to discover the world's most remote homes. And remember, no need to worry about traffic here. First stop, the Faroe Islands. Imagine living in a village like Gásadalur, where the population is less than a school class. And no, you can't use the "dog ate my homework" excuse here, because there are probably more sheep than dogs. Now, Gásadalur Village, tucked away in the Faroe Islands, is a place where solitude is more than just a concept, it's a lifestyle. Picture this: a handful of houses dotting the landscape, surrounded by nothing but the wild, untamed beauty of nature. The houses are built to withstand the unpredictable weather, and let's not forget about the views. Nothing but the vast open sea, a sight to awaken your inner poet. But remember, if you're not a fan of wool, this might not be the place for you. The locals here share their space with more sheep than you can count. From the cool sea breezes of the Faroe Islands, we journey to the scorching heat of the Sahara. Ouarzazate, located in the heart of the desert, is a contrast in every sense. The homes here are as unique as the landscape, designed to keep the desert heat at bay. They are built using local materials, primarily adobe, which makes them blend seamlessly with the surrounding sand dunes. It's like a game of hide and seek with the houses trying their best not to be found. But don't worry about the heat too much. The locals have it all figured out. After all, who needs air conditioning when you have a camel for a neighbor and sand for a backyard? Living in these remote homes, whether in the Faroe Islands or the Sahara, is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about embracing the solitude, the tranquility, and the sheer beauty of nature, even if it means sharing your space with a flock of sheep or a herd of camels. Well, if you're not a fan of chilly winds or desert heat, don't worry, our next stop might be more to your liking. Now we're off to the Scottish Highlands, where the air is as crisp as the accents, and the home in Glencoe is just as charming, if you don't mind the occasional bagpipe practice from your neighbor. Let's picture it. A quaint stone home nestled between the rolling green hills of Glencoe. The only traffic you'll hear is the bleating of sheep, and the occasional Highland cow meandering down the road. It's the kind of place where you might find a clan of kilted Scotsmen playing a spirited round of caber tossing right outside your front door. You might even feel compelled to join in. Just make sure to lift with your legs, not your back. Now, from the vast expanses of the Scottish Highlands, we jet off to a place where real estate is at a bit of a premium. Welcome to Just Room Enough Island, part of the Thousand Islands chain in New York. This island is so small that when you say you can't swing a cat without hitting something, you mean it quite literally. On this tiny islet, you'll find a single house, a couple of trees, and a small beach. Just enough room to stretch your legs without falling into the river. It's the perfect place for those who love the water and have no fear of rising sea levels. And hey, if you ever get bored, there's always the option of swimming to Canada. It's just a hop, skip, and an Olympic-length swim away. Imagine the conversations you could have. "Oh, you live in a cul-de-sac? That's cute, I live on an island. It's so exclusive, it's just me." Now that's a conversation stopper at any dinner party. Well, that's the end of our journey, but remember, whether you prefer the solitude of the desert or the company of 1,000 islands, there's a remote home out there just waiting for you. So, what do you think? Ready to trade your city apartment for a remote home with a view that's worth a million likes? Imagine waking up to the solitude of the Faroe Islands, or sipping your morning coffee in the breathtaking Sahara. Maybe you're more of a Highlands person with the Scottish landscape as your backyard. Or perhaps you're dreaming of your own private island in New York's Thousand Islands chain. Each of these homes offers a unique slice of paradise, far removed from the hustle and bustle of city life. No traffic jams, no noisy neighbors, just you and nature, in all its majestic glory. Of course, you might have to give up your favorite pizza delivery, but hey, the view of the Garhwal Himalayas from your bungalow would more than make up for it. Living in these remote locations is like having your own private retreat, a place where you can unwind, recharge, and find inspiration in the beauty of the natural world. It's about embracing the simple life, without compromising on comfort or style. Well, that's all for now. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and who knows? Your next home might just be a remote paradise waiting to be discovered.